For over a century, science and spirituality were enemies. One dealt with facts, the other dealt with faith, and never the two shall meet. But then, quantum physics broke the rules. It showed that atoms are not solid, that particles behave differently when observed, that the universe, at its most fundamental level, is not made of matter, it's made of energy and information. One biologist took this further than anyone. His name is Bruce Lipton, and what he said shook the foundations of modern science.
Here's what most people were taught in school. Your genes control your life. Your DNA is a fixed blueprint. If your family has a history of disease, you're probably next. You're a victim of your biology. Bruce Lipton spent years as a cell biologist at Stanford University. He studied how cells respond to their environment, and what he discovered turned everything upside down. Cells don't blindly follow genetic instructions. They respond to signals from outside, chemical signals, emotional signals, even thoughts. Change the environment and the cell changes its behavior. The same gene can produce completely different outcomes depending on the signal it receives. Lipton called this the biology of belief. Your genes are not your destiny. Your perception of the world is. And that single idea connected biology directly to consciousness and to something much bigger. Now here's where quantum physics enters the picture. In classical physics, the universe is a machine. Everything is solid, predictable, mechanical. But at the quantum level, none of that is true. Particles can exist in two places at once. They can be connected across infinite distances, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. And most disturbing of all, the act of observation changes the result. When no one is watching, a particle exists as a wave of possibilities. The moment you observe it, it collapses into a single point. Think about what that means. Consciousness is not a side effect of matter. It's a participant in creating reality. Bruce Lipton connected this directly to biology. If quantum physics shows that energy and observation shape reality, then your thoughts and beliefs are not just feelings, they are forces. They influence your cells, your health, your entire life. The old model said matter creates consciousness. Quantum physics suggests the opposite. Consciousness may create matter. And if that's true, the boundary between science and spirituality doesn't just blur, it disappears.
So, what does this have to do with God? Lipton argues that if the universe is fundamentally immaterial, if energy, information, and consciousness are the building blocks of reality, then the idea of a universal mind is not religious fantasy. It's a scientific possibility. Every spiritual tradition on Earth has said the same thing for thousands of years. There is an invisible force that connects all living things. Hindus call it Brahman, Christians call it the Holy Spirit, Buddhists call it the field of awareness, indigenous cultures call it the Great Spirit. Science used to dismiss all of this, but quantum physics opened a door that cannot be closed. Max Planck, the father of quantum theory, said it plainly, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as derivative from consciousness." He said this in 1931. Almost 100 years later, mainstream science is finally beginning to agree. The universe is not a collection of dead objects floating in empty space. It's a field of living energy, responsive, interconnected, and possibly conscious. And you are not separate from it. You are an expression of it.
Science didn't kill God. It may have found the language to describe what mystics always knew. Your thoughts shape yourselves. Your beliefs shape your reality. And the universe you live in is not made of dead matter. It's made of the same awareness you're using to watch this video right now. If this changed how you see the world, subscribe to Balanced Life Academy. We explore the space where science meets the soul.